right here. It's like right here. So when he's talking, it's slightly going across.
Yeah. And
then he's streaming. So the camera can hit him and you can still see the screen.
Oh. Well, we have a completely basic setup, so we're just going to...
Oh, he had the same thing. He just had the fucking Blue Yeti with this.
Oh.
On an arm. That was it.
I should probably get an arm.
$13.
I'm not going to buy
That's
it.
dirt cheap.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money. How much you spend on food, Pat? $200. Mika said before she left, she's like, if we go anywhere with Pat, he has to learn how to spend this money.
Excuse me?
She's like, he spends so much money so fast on food.
Why is that a problem? I'm a foodie.
I know you're a foodie, but holy shit. Like, I like food too, but you're just like, $300 is nothing to me.
I've never spent
that Actually, on lunch alone.
I probably... Sometimes I worried because I forgot how much I spent on food in San Diego when I was there in June. And... God,
that's the point that
I think I spent like a fuck ton.
Yeah. I forgot. And you were having this conversation with Mika because she was like, how much did you spend out there? And you were like, oh, I don't know, probably a lot of just food alone. And Mika, when she looked at me in the car like,
I really like food. I know
what you do. But holy shit.
I want to make a career out of it if I can. God, that'd be a dream. Also, we're recording.
I want to meet Josh.
You what?
I want to meet Josh Peck.
You want to meet Josh Peck?
I do.
Why?
Because he's my childhood hero.
Oh.
I watched Snow Day that he was in. I watched Drake and it's about kids in elementary school and I think maybe early middle school that want a snow day. And the evil snowplow guy is not going to let the kids have a snow day. So he plows the streets and the kids rebel against him to stop. So the streets are never clear, and Josh Peck is in it.
I don't want to watch
that. Was my favorite movie as a kid. And then Drake and Josh existed. Oh my god.
Well, yeah, that was the most perfect thing.
Oh my god.
Welcome to the Hero Latte podcast. I've been recording this whole time. We talk about stuff and shows and TVs and TV brands and radio
Josh
brands.
Peck, please be my friend.
Josh Peck and video games. And pop culture and stuff. So for this episode, we're just probably going to talk about, what do we agree on? Life? Just whatever comes to mind. Let's talk about that weird Drake and Josh thing you sent me the other night.
The reaction video of them getting together?
Did they get together first at the VMAs or David Dobrik's house?
No, the VMAs.
Okay.
And then David Dobrik was after.
Oh my god. Oh my god. That scared me. No, my brother came home. He's home now. I thought it was you know who. I'm gonna close the door. Oh my god.
We could edit this all out.
No, we're not gonna.
We could edit all this out. But no. So David Dobrik is a big fan of Drake and Josh.
Yeah.
And he's friends with Josh.
That's so.
So Josh wanted to surprise him, so he brought Drake Bell over to his house, and they blindfolded him because David likes to blindfold all of his friends and do terrible things to him with animals. It's
just making sure.
It's funny. So they blindfolded him, and then Drake was singing the intro to Drake and Josh, and David just lost it.
I saw that.
It was the greatest thing.
I don't know how I'd react to that because I
probably had the same reaction.
I'm a fan of every single episode of that show, but I just, it's not on the top of my priorities to like fangirl over. I think I'd go a little crazy, but not like too crazy. I mean, if someone surprised me on whatever day, maybe like my birthday, and like Grace Helbig was there, and then she was like, "Oh, I'm here for you," I'd probably.
You know how Josh is crazy for Oprah?
Oh yeah,
that's how I would react to seeing them.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really watch. When's the last time you watched Drake and Josh?
I think about a year ago. I think during Christmas.
Why did you watch it during Christmas?
The Christmas special.
Why did you
Drake and Josh Christmas special?
I'd rather watch a Friends Christmas special or Community Christmas special, but not Drake and Josh.
I watched that, and I watched like a bunch of other Christmas specials. Like it was on ABC. Well, the Drake and Josh special wasn't on ABC Family, but I have like a routine. I watch all the Christmas specials I can, and that's on the list.
I don't even do that. I just stay in my room and
I stay in my room and I'm alone.
Never mind. I almost want to cut this out because I don't.
No, not anymore. I like this part. I like this part, and I love Christmas. Oh my god, Christmas.
I'm okay. It's okay,
dude. I'm Kris Kringle, dude. I'm gonna.
Sometimes you say things and I just want to throw up.
In a good way.
I've never had a good throw. Well, actually, I've had some good throw up stories. You want to hear the grossest, weirdest throw up story?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. Okay, if you listeners are not squeamish. If you're grossed out by, throwing up, vomit, whatever, don't listen to this. Don't listen for the next like 5 minutes because it's really gross. But it's not like the worst thing that could have happened, but it was pretty gross. Okay, so my friend, when I was in San Diego, me and my friends were drinking, and one of them got way too drunk, and then I was like, I guess I'll drive your car. We'll head home. And then she got like car sick or something, but she also had a ton to drink, and she got a lot of Mexican food. And the worst part is she was getting sick, and then she threw up in her car twice. One like in her leg area, and then a little on the like emergency brake, and a little got on me while I was driving. And I was like, oh, this is really unsettling. Oh. And then we cleaned up the car because we couldn't just leave it like that. We went to like a McDonald's or Burger King, and we cleaned it up. And then as we were driving home, she was sobering up. And
good for her.
I realized, like, wait, the whole car smells like Mexican food. And the worst part is it smelled really good.
Ew, what the hell's wrong with you? So she threw up, and it made the car smell like really, really good
Mexican food.
How the fuck does that even?
It shouldn't.
What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you?
What's wrong with her body that made it smell?
No, I think your mind is like correlating the smell of vomit to Mexican food.
No.
From
Mexican food smells like Mexican food.
No, because your brain, the story goes, she threw up right in your car, and you guys had to clean it out, and then you're driving back, and it just smells like Mexican food, dude. Vomit does not smell like Mexican food.
You would think
it doesn't. Okay.
No, it does.
No, it doesn't.
There's clearly empirical proof that we proved it when we were driving home.
Did all the people agree?
Yes, everyone was like, why does it smell so good?
I think you guys were on something else. You guys were not just drunk.
There's no sober.
Because Mexican food smells amazing.
Sober.
I would never compare it to that.
You know what? You don't knock it till you try it.
Jesus Christ.
God damn. That was a weird night. That was one of my weirdest drinking nights.
It's a weird day for me hearing the story.
Yeah.
How the
When's the last time you drank?
When was that party we went to? The one at Nicole's. How long ago was that?
Was it a party I was drinking at?
You always say you're going to drink, and then you tell me that make sure, Mike, I drink. Make sure I get drunk, and then you like don't. But anyway, when's the date that happened? That's
probably like 2 months ago or so, maybe.
I think so. That was the last time.
Oh,
so like I don't really drink often.
Yeah.
Only socially. There's like no point for me to have alcohol in my house.
I mean, I wish I could drink more than socially, just because it's kind of fun, but it's really exhausting to my body. Like my body doesn't handle that much in one night. I can probably get kind of tipsy, but after a certain point, I'll just feel like any more alcohol will make me sick. Yeah. And of course, no one wants to throw up, except unless you want to smell good Mexican food.
God. I still think there's something wrong with you. You guys had to be on something else. You guys are just not just.
I don't know, man. We'll try it someday.
No.
Okay. God. Let's not have a good segue into talking about life.
Okay.
How's your life right now?
Well,
the most broad question I know.
Yeah, right. How are you doing? Well, I'm alive. I'm breathing right now, so it's going pretty good.
What do you enjoy doing at the moment?
I like drinking water. It's pretty good. Aquafina. But no, besides all the sarcastic bullshit, right now I'm working on my Twitch stream, the Joe to Latte stream on Twitch, and I've been working on it since June of this year, and I put a lot of time and effort into it, and it's a fun thing to do. It's completely different from what I worked on at university. So doing that you're learning a whole new set of skills, which is social media management, marketing.
Yeah, you're basically on this whole track to market yourself and brand yourself and network with people.
Not only that, like you have to learn how to interact with people through networking, not face to face, but through the internet.
Yeah.
And you really need to make sure that your message is really clear, concise, and gets the point across.
Yeah, that brings up a good point, because internet etiquette these days, it's kind of about very accurate spelling and your accuracy with using, grammar and punctuation.
Yep.
And if you don't get your message across, then you might lose, an opportunity, right?
Well, yeah, and not only that, but it depends on who you're sending the message to. If it's too professional, then it shows that you're a tight ass.
Yeah.
And some people don't want that. So you're looking at how to form your message, and how you do that is you have to watch a lot of other people's videos.
Yeah.
To get a gist of what their personality is and what type of message you want to send them. Problem is not a lot of the other streamers keep video records. So if you can't go and watch them, especially if they want to collab with you and you're trying to figure out how to really reach them and send how you want to work with them.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, I don't know how to keep this message going. I don't know how to reach you in a way that
seems like the weirdest slippery slope. Like you have to tiptoe around people and figure out how can I make them like me?
Oh yeah, it definitely is really hard. But when you find some of the communities that are on for Twitch on Discord, it works. So like you're starting out, it's more of working with the Twitch communities through Discord to build up your viewer and your fan base, aka your followers. And after that, you'll start finding random viewers, because a lot of people on Twitch, including myself, when I watch people before I started streaming, is who has the most viewers, because you're only going to look at the first 6, maybe 9 blocks of people. Outside of that, you're not going to scroll all the way down.
Yeah, no one's going to go to the last page and see who has no viewers that I want to join.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the more viewers you have, the more you keep bouncing up the list. And so joining these communities really gets your name out there. Unless you have a magnificent stream, which then catches the eye of somebody on Reddit that just promotes you out there like crazy.
Do you have a magnificent stream?
I think I like to think that my stream is doing good. But again, I'm still learning. I'm still making it my own. And I started streaming as a project for myself to be more confident, to try new things, to express my creativity. And it's a process. It's something
you're doing good at it, right? Like you're growing. Would you say fast? Or is it?
I honestly don't know. To some people, the communities that I'm a part of, they think that I'm growing at an amazing rate, an astonishing rate. But for me, I like the growth. I like seeing it. But it's all how I see growth is what I've learned. So say if I gain 200 followers, but I've learned barely nothing, I'm still doing the same thing, then I'm not really achieving any growth.
Right.
It's all fake. What I'm doing, it's all fake growth then. And then say eventually I get stuck at 200. It's because I didn't learn anything.
Yeah, that's kind of going into my photography type of stuff on Instagram, because I feel like followers, you get to a point where it's like you can't just be posting and then expecting people to just flock to you. You have to find a way to just get more and more followers. And then you have to figure out what's the best way to market. Like I even put money into my Instagram. I did this promotion that was like, $30? And then 3,500 people saw the ad. And I don't think I got a single follower from it, but it got people to save that post, because on the main post of the promotion it says you need a photographer, and I put in my caption that I live here, if you want to book me, just contact me here, blah blah blah. And then there were about I think it was like 5 saves, the save function on Instagram. So 5 people saved it and were like, maybe I'm gonna use him for later. But you know what, I have no calls, no messages, so I think it helped a little bit, but it didn't make anyone follow. So now I think I read it's against the rules to get a bot for Instagram, so I'm debating if I even should do it, because a lot of these people, they use bots and they like probably a few hundred pictures a day because the bot makes their account do it.
Yeah.
And of course, any like from someone might make someone come to your profile and follow you. But I don't know if I can do it because it's so fake and it's not a real genuine thing to do.
Yeah.
So I don't know. And plus, this is probably way off track because you can't do this with Twitch.
Well, again, I mean, I agree that we're both at the same point. You with your Instagram photography and trying to get your photography business out there, and me building my Twitch stream and making it something. I want it to be very entertaining. I want it to be a fun place. I want it to be a chill place to go to have conversations and build a community that I was a part of growing up, the gaming community. The point that I'm making is we've seen all these other people grow, all the successful Twitch or Instagram photographers or the great YouTubers.
Yeah.
But there is a lot of work ahead of us. And I know we do see it, and we're going through the climb. We're just trying to find the next foothold. And that's the part that gets scary and annoying.
Yeah, definitely annoying.
Though we're finding our way, and I know we'll get there because we're both very, very passionate and adamant people at achieving something. We just got to find these footholds, though. Like, damn.
What's your definition of a foothold?
For this, I would say for you, you're looking for followers and likes or saves or contacts. For me, I'm looking for more recognition of the stream so that more people find my stream.
Right.
People outside of the Discord servers I'm a part of. I want the name to be out there, and I know when I stream whatever game it is, I'm underneath piles of other streamers.
Yeah.
So my foothold is eventually getting, I would say, 20 or 100 viewers, and then I know I can go into the next step because I'm doing something right with my marketing that I can now solidify my marketing a little bit more to make it more of a trademark or logo and then push it out.
See, this is why, I mean, it's not related, but one thing I want to do aside from food photography is music photography, and it's such an amazing feeling to get a great shot and then be recognized by the performer. Mm-hmm. And then sometimes these performers, they use the pictures and then it's like, wow, that's some great promotion. Like that singer Daniela Andrade, that was the concert that got me into thinking I would really love to do concert photography. Because I got some great pictures and it was just on my phone, which I was surprised because it's a phone compared to a DSLR, which is completely different worlds. But yeah, when she posted my picture, it got like 6,000 likes and I was like, what the hell? I impressed that many people. So that's one thing I want to do. But of course, getting into music photography, I don't know how I'm going to do it. Although one guy from the Slack, GFP, I don't want to say that name because I feel like I'm going to pronounce it very wrong. GFP, he said that I could probably contact the performers like not HR, like PR person or their manager or whatever, and then try to be like, hey, can I shoot for you? Which I almost don't want to do that because it feels like there's way more pressure than going to the concert and doing it on my own and saying, hey, look at these. But of course I'm gonna have to try.
Yeah, I was gonna say
I can't not try.
It sounds like you're going to have to go through that route anyway.
I have to take that pressure.
Yeah, sometimes the best things is feeling that pressure. Like if you know something is stressing you out, but going that way is that risk. You have to take the risk to be successful.
Yeah.
Because if you do it the one other way and it's relaxing towards you, it might be a longer road to eventually getting to where you want to go.
It's so stressful. Like, let's say this girl, Gabrielle Applin, she's from the UK, and she's coming to Chicago on my birthday, actually. That's when I'm going to her concert. And I don't want to be like, hey, I'm going to shoot for you. And they say, okay. And then I'm just like, it turns out the pictures are shit. Oh my God, I messed up.
Yeah, but see, like, you made it then. Like, if they say, yeah, sure, do the shoot, you already got the okay, and they had to look through your stuff anyway. You know they did a little bit of reconnaissance.
That's true.
On your stuff.
They knew what they were expecting.
They know. They knew that I was garbage all along. But no, they knew that you have experience, and they accepted your experience, and they want to see your art, which is how you take pictures and what you see.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you're gonna probably end up taking a few crappy photos, but
Oh, I'm gonna take a lot of crappy photos.
they thought I was gonna take one good one. They're all good.
No, dude. Every time I go to a concert, I take like 1,000 pictures. Actually, you know what? It's usually always 950. I always surprise myself when I take less than 1,000. But there's always like 900 bad ones, and then maybe 45 okay ones, and then like 5 really good ones.
Yeah, but
I need more than 5 really good ones.
well, the thing is you know that. Like, at least you have the eye and the understanding that, okay, these are bad, and I need to make, but I can make more. But you just have to improve upon making more. For me, for Twitch, it's not as straightforward. For right now, a starting point.
I feel like it's such a new medium.
Yeah, I know it totally is, especially with everything that's going on with YouTube.
Oh yeah, a lot.
Yeah, and for Twitch, I brought up all the Discord servers and the communities there. But trying to find those viewers, having those viewers find the small streamers, and it's not just me, it's all the other small streamers. Such a difficult task. You could put it up on Reddit. You could put it up on your Discord servers. You could put it up on the Curse/Twitch app. And all those little group forums, people will see it, but they're also self-promoting themselves. They're not really going to go to yours.
Yeah.
But outside of that, getting that random viewer is so hard.
Yeah.
It's so hard. And it is all about being lucky and keep working on your craft. But for me, I don't know really what to work on from other people giving me feedback. I have to look at it and be like, okay, am I doing good? Like, I feel like I'm doing good. All the Discord community say I'm doing good, but am I really? Like,
yeah, I don't even know how to figure out that Twitch thing. Like, I'm just doing it just because why not record some fun moments?
Yeah.
And then if I ever get any funny moments, then I can put it on my YouTube channel just for memories. And then that one where I was laughing at the honking in PUBG, that was one of my favorite memories of all of that entire game. So I'm glad I recorded that. But I don't know how you'd get the random followers. What's a way that you can market that I don't want to say that no one has thought of, because I don't even know how that could be.
So the way what a lot of streamers do when you're starting out is you join the communities, and then if you get lucky, you just pop right off and you have hundreds of followers. But what most of them end up doing, they join these communities and then they become partnered with them in a way that they have the little tag. And in having that tag, it shows you're a bigger part of this community, and then that community helps.
Wait, what tag is this?
It doesn't. It's any community. It could it could be like tree branch or sidewalk or anything. But you put that next to your name, not in the stream description or on Twitter, and then that way people in that community will always see your stream. So you're gaining more followers that way, which is great. I mean, it's good, and you're a part of the community. You've cemented your name into that. And there's really nothing wrong with it. It shows dedication to the community. However, like any starting business, you're adding on a brand to you're losing your brand, I should say. You're losing your brand. Your brand is your name, and adding the team into it, especially early on, you're losing some of your trademark.
Really?
I see it that way sometimes, because you're trying to get your name out there, right? So you're plugging in your Twitter, your Instagram, your Reddit. Get your name out there. But say attached to all those names, you have Tree Branch, or you have Variety, or you have anything right next to your name. They see your name and they see the community. Some people will just go to the community,
right?
Especially if they're an upcoming streamer.
So what you're saying is you gotta build yourself before you try to attach onto a community?
I'm saying you can join a community, it's fine, and it is helpful, and it is you help them and they help you. But you need to keep in the back of your mind that you're splitting the marketing. You're not only marketing yourself, you're marketing them. So you need to be okay with that. You also need to realize that you might lose people because you're splitting that marketing, because you're not just doing it yourself. And again, by the point that I brought up, I want to reiterate it. They'll look at that name, see that tag, they'll check out that tag to see what it means. I've done that before, and I know if I've done it, other people will do it.
Definitely, yeah.
And then there you have these starting streamer like, oh, well, I'm going to check this out, and then join that, and then they could do the same thing.
Which is so complicated.
It's interesting. I really like it. And I do want to say this, though. If you're dealing with like any problems in your confidence, or if you feel awkward, you should go ahead and stream. You don't need to have a face cam on. I don't have a face cam.
We should talk about that. Maybe we shouldn't. I don't know. Do you think we should?
We can get into it.
Okay.
Like, but again, I don't have a face cam on. I eventually want to get to it. I want to do something for Halloween for being scared. And the face cam helps with accepting your self-image. But I'm doing the stream to just be comfortable in the way that I do jokes and relax and to, be comfortable with myself. And again, people that have those problems should do it. Like I'm doing it. You should do it too. It's a good way to do it. But be wary because you will have some people in the chat that are trolls or you're just your internet dickheads. Don't get upset at that. Have fun with it.
Yeah.
You can ban them. Or you control them right back.
Yeah. I just, people always say you need face cam.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, that's kind of BS. I'm no streamer, but I know, oh God, I can't explain it, but it just feels like there is absolutely no reason to have one unless you're doing something for like reactions to a scary game.
Yeah.
If you're playing fucking Call of Duty, if you're playing PUBG, well, I can't see a reason that I need to see your face to play. It's just stupid.
Well, hold on. In PUBG, I watched a guy today. Of course, I don't know his name. And he had a frying pan, and a person was in the building with him, and they had a shotgun, and they opened fire. He deflected all the bullets with the frying pan.
In hand or behind him?
In hand.
How do you, you can do that?
Yeah, he was just swinging it. And
what?
And he was screaming, like high-pitched screaming, like he was scared. And he was, and you could see his reaction. And then he killed the person with the pan. If you have those reactions, like I agree with you. If you're gonna have these reactions, go ahead and do it. But if you're gonna be deadpan the entire time,
okay, yeah, I agree. I see your point.
Don't have the face cam on.
I just can't. I can't agree. Some people like. I haven't done as much research as you have in Twitch streaming, but there have just been some people that said, you need one, it's professional or something. And I was like, please don't talk to me.
Yeah, I've heard that. And was it Soda Poppin'? He said, sometimes I find streams that I don't want to hear your voice and I don't want to see your face. And he's like, I just want to watch your game. And and those people, he hits the follow button too. He wants to enjoy the game. Because streaming originally was watching someone else play the game so you can experience it and then maybe see if you want to buy it. But I'm not recommending to do what he's looking for. Yeah. But I'm saying that it's okay if you don't want to talk. Some people will follow you because they're enjoying the ride. Yeah,
they want to watch like a live Let's Play or playthrough. Yeah. So that makes a lot of sense. We're at our 30-minute mark. We're going to take a short break and just hope that we get a sponsor. I don't even know how that works. I wish we got a sponsor.
Dunkin' Donuts.
McDonald's. Can you sponsor? Taco Bell.
Taco. $5 box.
Any donut place? Because I miss donuts. Okay, we'll be back. And we're back. Oh, did you want to say that?
Yeah.
Say it.
We're back. It's not the same.
It's the same thing.
I wanted to be the one.
Okay, so we realized during the break that whole last first half, the whole first half
was sidetracked.
Yeah, it was sidetracked when I asked you, what are you interested in nowadays? That's quite an interest that you caused.
It was so interesting. It took up 30 minutes.
Yeah. What I'm interested in, because I already talked about photography.
And
Instagram. I guess aside from watching too many shows and too much anime and eating food, I do like video editing, and I think I could be great at it, but I don't want to pay for Premiere. That's why I'm using the free one, DaVinci Resolve, which if anyone's listening to this, anyone at all, and you're editing videos, download DaVinci Resolve because it's super free. It's much more simple than Adobe Premiere, and I feel like it doesn't get enough press. I mean, it's free, it's big, I feel like it's on par with Premiere. But yeah, I like video editing, and I feel like making shit and doing shit. I find joy in that, even though I don't make content as much as I should. That's why we're doing the podcast, right?
Actually, that's exactly why.
Why are you wearing the sunglasses?
Because I look cool in my sunglasses.
Oh, okay. Anyway, what were you saying?
But yeah, I mean, the reason why I wanted to do a podcast was another creative outlet, and we get to share things that we're interested in and talk about them more in depth. Though I talked about Twitch for about 30 minutes, it's the recent thing that I'm very interested in. But outside of that, I mean, comics, movies, the shows that we both watch, and music. Yeah, the podcast is an extension of all of that. And every episode that we do goes in depth into each of those topics.
I feel like it makes sense that you and I made a podcast because I don't want to speak for you.
It's okay, you can go ahead.
I know in my life before college, I didn't put myself out there as much. So I feel like now being a sort of, I don't want to call myself a host, but technically, because this is a podcast, I am a host. I feel like putting myself out there, talking to more people and like asking them questions about their lives and kind of like, what's the word? I don't want to say experiencing
their perspective.
Yeah. Learning from their perspective.
Yeah.
I feel like that's one aspect of making this podcast that gives me like a sort of joy.
Well, like for me, in college, I mean, I was out there, I was very involved in what I was doing then. And after graduating, I mean, I'm still studying for the LSAT to try to go to law school. But I started the LSAT and I started doing Twitch because I wanted a different direction. I wanted to see where things are going and where things could be. I like entertaining. I like talking to people. I like being involved with other people. I like understanding people's different perspectives on life or a topic. And that's why I want this podcast. That's why I do Twitch, because I think entertainment is fun and it allows me to be more of who I am, and finding that person right now is a very difficult process because I've been so caged in. Because when we were in college, I studied all the time.
You studied too much.
I mean, all the time.
Way too much.
So
you didn't come out with me that much.
Really, like though I was involved in school and in clubs, I wasn't involved in like going out with my friends during the weekend. I hardly did that.
Yeah, we were trying to drink. That's why the last time we drank together was years ago. We still haven't.
I know.
We still haven't.
Like, but the thing is after graduation, I knew that I needed to do something, and here we are. We're doing.
Here
something.
we are. Oh no. Audacity sometimes pisses me off because I feel like it's tricking me on how loud you are and how loud I am. This is very upsetting. I've
noticed that Audacity and Voice Meter.
Voice Meter is one of the most frustrating things.
Always.
Speaking of Voice Meter,
fuck up.
Now, so far our settings are pretty good, but now I should probably figure out if there's a way to save these settings. Then we could both use it.
There is.
And then
there's a save button
every time. Is there really a save button?
There is. You can save it. Why are you doing this now?
Because I want to do it now. I probably shouldn't. Oh, save settings. Okay, you know what?
Ladies and gentlemen, that's why reading helps you.
Yeah, I skim a lot. That's probably why we had microphone problems the whole time.
There was a button that says like menu and then it says save settings. It's like full words.
Well, I stopped using Voice Meter for a long time. But yeah, this is your fault. I blame you.
Okay. So I had nothing to do with it.
I know. But something that just came to mind, which is completely off topic, and there's no segues. You know what? We might as well call this the podcast without segues. Before the podcast, we were arguing. And can we acknowledge that again?
About PUBG?
About PUBG and how screaming at people has to be meticulously chosen at the right time.
Okay, so for those of you listeners that have not played PUBG, you need to play it. It is a very, very crazy, stupid game, but it's highly addictive. When I first got the game, I was the only one that had it, and I went into it and you could hear everybody. TeamSpeak's open and you could hear everybody. The amount of things you're going to hear is all over the spectrum. And I was kind of annoyed with it, so I just muted it. I've been playing with friends recently and they're like, oh, you should turn the voice chat on. I'm like, okay. So I turn it on, but it's so annoying. Like,
it's very annoying.
It's so annoying. The things that you hear. Oh my God. So I was like, you know what? If they're going to be like this, if I have to listen to their ignorant bullshit, I'll give them something that's even worse. Yeah. And if you've ever watched Donnie from the Wild Thornberries,
oh my God,
that is literally what I do for a straight 5 minutes. And the only way, well, it's like 2 minutes, but the only way to not hear it
and to counteract them
is to mute me in the game so you can't hear me, and it's all 100 people. Or you have to mute the whole team speak.
Yeah, because there's 100 people in a match, but like,
or you have to go completely away from me
Yeah, but I mean, even if people are screaming and talking, the starting area map.
Yeah.
If you're like a good 50 yards away, I don't think you're gonna hear a lot of people.
If you're in a warehouse type building, you can hear people from one end to the other.
Yeah.
If you're in, I would say, a hospital building, you can still hear people from a floor below you sometimes.
Yeah.
So when we play these games and there's squads that are trying to coordinate for whatever reason in the in-game team chat.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking weird.
You can't hear because I'm doing Donnie.
Well, okay, so let's give them some context. We told you while we're at the school to scream as much as you want because you like doing that.
I like
and
being
so you
Donnie.
did. And these guys were getting so mad, like the actual real world mad. They couldn't coordinate and hear each other. So then we eventually killed them. And that was the most satisfying thing.
It was so hilarious because they were telling me that they hope that I go die, that
you get cancer or something.
Yeah, that I get cancer, anything that you can think of. And I mean, they're saying it with such vigor. Because they hate me, and they come down the staircase trying to kill me, and I jump over them and kill one of them, and then proceed to go, "You can never kill me. I will always kill you."
What?
And then
I don't even remember that.
I pop him off, and his friend comes in the other hall, and I turn around going, "Watcha!" and down him. And the last thing they hear is, "Fuck this game." I won.
Okay, yeah, that was the most amazing thing. But the real argument stems from you didn't stop when we told you to. And no.
Pat likes to say that he gave me parameters.
He was like parameters. We told you to stay. We told you to scream, but like. It didn't make any sense that you kept screaming because we were in an open area driving where no one else was.
So we're driving through a field.
Kept a field of nothingness.
Hold on.
No, shut up.
Let me add some context in this. So we're in a Jeep and we're driving through a field, like a wide open field, and you don't know if anybody's there.
Your bitch ass is singing. You're singing some dumbass song.
I was singing. Oh my God, what song was it? I'll look it up. You provide more.
You were singing some dumbass song, and we were like, "Are you done? Are you actually done?" And then he just kept singing, and I was like, "This son of a bitch isn't listening because he probably muted us so he could sing and scream more." What? It's great. Okay. It's a great distraction, and it's great for throwing people off their game because their headphones are going to be so loud and annoying.
I got it. The song I was singing is "I Just Want to Be Your Everything" by Andy Gibb. It's the greatest song ever.
No, okay.
To sing while playing this
but if
fucking game.
If no one was around,
You don't know they were.
Why would they need to be distracted if they were in an open field?
Maybe they're trying to open fire on us, but now
that would help.
But they're so enthralled by my song. They're like, "Who is this magnificent fucking unicorn?"
I'm gonna throw up.
Who is this?
I'm gonna throw up Mexican
angel.
food. I'm gonna throw up Mexican food because
Good, it's gonna smell magnificent. And it's just like
I'm
they're
glad
like, "Who
you
is
agree."
this?" So they were gonna shoot us, but now they can't kill me because I'm a fucking angel. They can't kill the one with the pipes and end it. So they let us go, Pat.
I actually threw up.
They let us go.
I threw up.
They let us go through the wheat field.
I don't even want to play with you anymore. God, we play that game too much. How many hours do we have?
120.
Do you really have 120?
I don't know. I'm just guessing.
I think I have like 110.
I will agree though. Like maybe a little bit too far because it was like the one time I did it out of the 120 hours that we have. So like I got the reaction of condemning the ignorant, crappy people.
Right.
And I screwed them
satisfying.
over. Yes, it was very satisfying. And then it was so good of a moment that it just kept going.
That's so unfortunate
For everyone. And like I didn't have you guys muted.
We were also trying to tell you when to do it because we were like, what if we do it before we drop? And it's like, no, we have to figure out where we're landing, and then we can't plan the screaming thing.
I like how that's like an actual weapon in the arsenal.
It is a weapon. It is because it distracts people and makes them mad and throws them. It tilts them. That's the word. Tilts them.
You want okay? So my whole weapon
we can't plan where to drop if we're not in the plane yet, right? Because we can't see where the map is flying to and from.
So we should plan this out right now.
No. We can't. The plane changes directions every time.
When should no. The scream. When should we release the weapon? When should we release the Donnie?
We have to figure out a drop first.
No.
There's literally no way.
Say we're running through something, okay, right? There's buildings everywhere, okay? Pick. It doesn't matter. There's buildings, all right? When do I start screaming? When we're running down the street?
No, when we're in a building.
So when I'm in a building, I just don't shut up.
I mean,
because
that's the most strategic. But also we have to keep in mind we do have to coordinate if we're taking it only if we're taking it seriously for that game.
I was gonna say,
because usually I dick around.
I was gonna say, if we're taking it seriously, but not only that, like, I think the talking should only happen if we're in a firefight. Like, if we're in a firefight in a building, then the talking should happen.
See, now this is problematic, because if we're messing around in the school and we're trying to kill people and upset them, that would work.
This is the most toxic podcast right now. Didn't we have a whole episode where we talked about toxic people? And now it's like, all right, so our weapon is to be annoying as fuck.
Yeah.
Okay. And you even said it's a weapon.
It is a weapon.
Okay. So he's acknowledged how toxic this is.
It's a double-edged sword or spear, whatever.
It hurts. It hurts all parties involved. It hurts my voice.
See, that's the problem, because if we're taking it seriously, we can still use it as a weapon. We're gonna no, hold on, hear me out. If we use your screaming, then it's gonna be hard for us to coordinate on, oh, where is this guy? We have to kill him, right? So if you're screaming, how the fuck are we gonna coordinate?
So
that?
my question to the listeners at home: when should I scream? It's
that's
not
your
like
homework. That's your homework for next week.
It's not high pitched screaming. It's not like
it's just an annoyance.
It's Donnie from the Wild Thornberries. You need just search in Google or go to YouTube and just search in Donnie from the Wild Thornberries and just listen to the clip. That is it.
What's great is that you don't only do that. You like say some ridiculous things.
Yeah, I do.
I don't remember what, but I know it was surreal to experience, because I couldn't believe that someone actually got so mad.
I can't believe they responded. They thought I was actually asking questions. So what I was doing, I was acting like I was streaming. I was telling everybody in the game, I was like, hey, make sure that you hit the follow and the like, the subscribe button. And then someone's like, go shove your head up your ass. No one's gonna follow you besides your mom. And it's like, oh man, somebody's angry. And it just went. And it just
a snowball.
It just kept going. It was magnificent.
Okay, so your for the listeners, your homework for next week is to tell us when he should scream in PUBG.
Should it be in a wheat field? Should it be when we're in a crowded city? Should it be when we're in a building? I mean, any building in the game. Like, if we just go into a building, should I start screaming? If I'm in the forest and I'm screaming, does anybody hear it?
If some listeners don't even play PUBG, they're not even gonna.
No, because all I want to know, like, should I scream in a forest? Should I scream in a wheat field? Should I scream in a city? Or should I just scream in a building?
Oh, man.
So I want the viewers to let me know, what should I do? And that's your toxic homework for today.
That's the Hero Latte podcast for this week.
I'm sorry.
No, we do gotta cut it short because we gotta go.
Thank you to everyone that stopped by. We'll see you next week.
We have to do the outro.
Yeah.
Please don't. Oh my God. Anyway, I'm Pat, and you can find me on social media please not while I'm doing this. I'm Pat, and you can find me on social media everywhere at HeroPat, except YouTube. That is youtube.com/theheropat.
Oh, you're good? All right. And I am Mike, and you can find me at twitch.tv Joe Talatte, JoeTalatte, and on Twitter, the Joe Talatte, same spelling.
His breathing and wording was weird because he's dancing. Fucking hate this.
Okay, bye.